Damn, bro. I'm back. I'm back. If you can hear me, chat, do not log in from the studio. I think I know what happened. Do not log in from the studio. Log in from your phone when that does happen. And so, yeah, so that would be right. We can't. Yeah, if you hear me, chat, just log in from your phone, not from the studio, because that is echo heavy and that'll come through and feed back into what we're doing here in the studio. But we're gonna keep this show moving. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of hoes mad, I'm gonna get this shit up here. You're gonna like this one. This one's a doozy. Nurse resigns after refusing to give Viagra to conservative men. What the fuck? So, an Illinois nurse resigned on Monday after posting a controversial tweet pledging not to prescribe Viagra to who white conservative men. You know what I'm saying? I prescribe meds, she says. I can also choose not to prescribe them, the identified nurse Shauna Harris tweeted Friday evening. She goes on to say, from now on, if you are a white male who votes conservative, your male anatomy need to ask God for the power to rise. No more Viagra. Harris, who worked at Sarah Bush Lincoln Health Center for nearly 9 years before the social media incident on Friday, the other day. According to her LinkedIn profile, the tweet went viral and was eventually deemed discriminatory by the Sarah Lincoln Bush Health Center, which is correct. See, a civil war is finna happen, bro. While y'all all out here worried about World War III, they're creating Civil War 2.0 right before your very eyes, and they're not even fucking hiding it. And motherfuckers talking about, it's the 1939 all over again. No, motherfucker, it's shit. It's eight. You might as well call it 1860 all over again. Shit, 2022 is 1862 all over again. Why? Because war has been declared on men. Well, in this case, conservative men. I mean, I wouldn't want war to be waged on any type of man, no matter what your political affiliation. That ain't right, you know? I worked at a pharmacy, bro. I had managed a pharmacy for the better part of 2 years and shit. But look, you got no right to be doing that to people. Your political beliefs ain't got shit to do with your motherfucking job. Unless it's campaigning, or if it's, you know, working for the staff of said congressperson or something like that. But no, you can't go out here into the real world, go into this motherfucking workforce discriminating on men like that. And it's a good thing that she got caught. That's what the fuck you get, bitch. Harris apologized for her comment, claiming she left her personal feelings spill out. No shit. And has allowed her actions to tarnish the hospital's reputation. Those hateful words are not aligned with how I provided care to my patients, Harris wrote in a statement released by the hospital. I have resigned, and I know my patients will be well cared for, she added. Harris has since removed the tweet and deactivated her Twitter account. The former Illinois nurse was also removed from the Sarah Bush Lincoln Health Center website, and rightfully fucking so. Why in the fuck did y'all just let this ride for as long as y'all did? Huh? Yeah, it's good that bitch resigned. And speaking of resignations, chat'll say, sorry, Flo, and Bucketeers. Hey, you know what? Yeah, my bad, Soft. Soft Sands. The thing about that, bro, is that, somehow in the middle of our broadcast, it got cut off. I don't know if it was, related to me, removing chat from the show because of the echo and shit. But yeah, again, yeah, chat, when you do come into the show, just come in through your phone. You can come in through your phone and shit like that, and boom, boom, we'll be able to talk. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason, we'll work out that echo and see why it is and why it happened in a few tests later. No worries. Bucketeers, he came up with the name of my crew. Yeah. Let me see if it works. Hey there, you Bucketeers! It is I, the Mighty Soap. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Kind of rolls off the tongue. I got like 100 Bucketeers now. Going to New York, New York. I got 100 in the bucket, yeah. We're going to New York. Speaking of fucking scandal plague, speaking of resigning and shit, get a load of the Boris Johnson shit, man.
UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has resigned today. Let's watch.
Thank you. It is clearly now the will of the Parliamentary Conservative Party that there should be a new leader of that party and therefore a new Prime Minister. And I've agreed with Sir Graham Brady, the chairman of our backbench MPs, that the process of choosing that new leader should begin now. And the timetable will be announced next week. And I've today appointed a cabinet to serve, as I will, until a new leader is in place. So I want to say to the millions of people who voted for us in 2019, many of them voting Conservative for the first time, thank you for that incredible mandate, the biggest Conservative majority since 1987, the biggest share of the vote since 1979. And the reason I have fought so hard in the last few days to continue to deliver that mandate in person was not just because I wanted to do so, but because I felt it was my job, my duty, my obligation to you to continue to do what we promised in 2019.
White House columnist for The Hill and News Nation correspondent Niall Stanage is here with us to discuss. Welcome, Niall.
Good to be here.
It's great to have you. So tell us more about this scandal that I think was the reason Johnson ultimately had to resign.
Yeah, it's a fascinating scandal and the latest in a long string of scandals that has sort of bedeviled Boris Johnson. In this instance, it comes down to a character called Chris Pincher, who resigned roughly a week ago after allegations came out that he had groped men at a party. And he said he had embarrassed himself and he resigned. Now, the question then is, what was Boris Johnson's knowledge of previous allegations against this man? Initially, Johnson said that he didn't know there had been any previous allegations. Then that explanation began to shift. He started talking about the fact that he didn't know the specifics. That was again contradicted. And ultimately, Boris Johnson landed on the explanation that he may have been told, but he had forgotten. That was not persuasive even to members of his own party. And so here we are.
Got his motherfucking ass, boy. And they told it on the mountain. And his own party, get this, his own party, excuse me, had to cough there. His own party dumped him. And Boris was thinking, maybe, oh shit, they finna get me now. And then another thing too, and it's kind of strange. He started cozying up to the World Economic Forum, and you already know how we feel about those guys, right? 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 Get rid of them motherfuckers. Anyhow, Boris Johnson started cozying up to Klaus Schwab and his minions, and tried to implement he tried to turn on the green switch, as it were, in the United Kingdom, and it failed horribly. This scandal full of dirt came out, and now he's gone. New prime minister will be coming here soon. Look, when I look at shit like that, and all of you are, and are we gonna address Peanuts? Are we gonna address Dumbo over there in the corner here? Are we gonna do it? Huh? Mr. Hemi for Speed say, can't ditch me so easily, Soap. I wasn't the one that ditched you, motherfucker. All right. But yeah, on this Boris Johnson shit, you got France's Prime Minister, Mangina ass Emmanuel Macron. Then you got Turdo over in Canada. You got one in Argentina, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a few others that have cozied up to the Klaus Schwab agenda. So far, he's the only one that's quit. And you know who's going to be the hardest to get to quit. And the motherfucker so see now he wants to run in 2020 motherfucking 4. Like, is you crazy? Yeah, man. Like, what the fuck? Let me show you something here. You know what I'm saying? Going on here in America, right? Check this shit out. All right. Now let me go ahead and refresh that. Democrats turned Republicans have reasons for party switch. And it says they stopped listening to the people. It's a strange day in America. Strange motherfucking day in America, where I find myself agreeing with Tucker Carlson half the time. No, more than half the time. Now, I have my misgivings behind that fool, but when you're right, you're right. I mean, just like some in certain points, G. Gordon Liddy, he was a shady Watergate break-in motherfucker, but he was right from time to time of issues on a foreign stage. Stupid shit. No, I never listened to his show, but I'm gonna show you this bullshit here. All right. Democrats turn Republicans, reveal reasons for party switch. Now, more than 1 million Americans have switched their party affiliation from Democrat to Republican in the last 12 months, signaling a possible red wave to come this November. And it's going to go like this. But that's not to say that the Democrats are going to start securing, and I put in air quotes, securing these elections. They're going to double down, folks. But what they don't understand is the Civil War could start from that. Mark my words. The Civil War can start in the next ice cream social, as, Terrence Pop would call these things. And when they try to go to these ballot boxes, there are going to be some armed motherfuckers over there. You know what I'm saying? We might start seeing some random Minecraftings, here in about a minute or two, once the weather gets cool and shit. So keep your heads on the swivel, boys. We're in for some times ahead. That's why I got to get my prepper on. You know what I'm saying? Like John say, Big John, big up to Big John over at Prepared Mind. Food, water, shelter, clothing, means of self-defense, and a plan is what you got to have coming up here soon. Yeah, I'm starting up my pantry. You know, this summer I gotta be the ant. I gotta get on my grind. And you fellas, I strongly suggest you do too. You know what I'm saying? Because times ahead are gonna get wild, especially for you folks in the cities. Woo! Oh man, I made a good decision. I think I've dodged a hell of a bullet by coming to a small town compared to what the fuck you guys in the cities are going through. Us in the hinterlands, it's gonna take a minute before the fierce drama comes to us. But trust and believe, we will be ready. Ain't gonna be no bad moon rising. Ain't gonna burn my shit like Andre Rising. But back to this shit where, you know, the red wave, about this red wave as it's being called. Check it out.
Their party affiliation from Democrat to Republican, as all signs are pointing to that red wave in November. Joining me now are two Democrats turned Republicans. Harriet Holman is a veteran and Dorchester County, South Carolina council member, and Jim Neal is a former Democratic sheriff in Cincinnati. They both join me now. Good morning to you both. Harriet, I'll start with you. Where did the Democratic Party go wrong for you?
Well, it went wrong when they stopped listening to the people. And when they continue to give out, and instead of giving a hand up, they keep giving out, and it's going to cost taxpayers so much money in the future that our children are going to be paying for all these all this free money that's being given out right now.
Yeah, we just have.
Yep, because the money had been printed. Money printer go brap brap. Yeah, money printer go brap brap. Money printer go brap brap. Yeah, that's what's been happening, y'all. Look, go back to it.
That story about Gavin Newsom, Harriet, and he said that, you know, he's going to be giving more money to Californians to fight inflation, which just makes inflation go up. It's crazy. Jim, what about you? Why did you decide to switch parties?
Well, from a general response, all of their policies are failing us. But from a law enforcement perspective, let me hammer on it. The party, as a lawman, I cannot support Sanctuary City. Also, the current bail bond reform, I do not support it. And also, the current Democrats are after law enforcement to defund us and also to strip us of our qualified immunities. So last month, I was elected as a precinct executive during the primary for the Republican Party in Hamilton County, Ohio. And subsequently, I was appointed to the executive committee with decision-making responsibilities for the Hamilton County GOP. So I've actually not only moved to Republican, I have an elected position in the party.
Wow, so that means that there are a lot of other Republicans in your county who voted for you as Democrat, and then they decided to vote for you as Republican, which speaks to this shift that we're talking about. Harriet, RNC Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel said this about the voter shift from blue to red. Biden and Democrats are woefully out of touch with the American people, and that's why voters are flocking to the Republican Party in droves. American suburbs will trend red for cycles to come. Do you think she has a point?
Absolutely, absolutely. You can see it. I mean, in February of this year, I left the Democratic Party coming over to the Republican Party. There's a huge shift. And not only that, it's one person at a time coming from the Democrat Party to the Republican Party. I'm speaking to my friends. They are shifting over right now. We are going to continue to leave the Democratic Party because their policies are not working for all Americans. You know, when you got to pay all these extreme high gas prices just to get to work, that is not going to work for the American people. We got to get back to the basics. And the Republican Party is back to the basics, making sure that everyone has an opportunity, not a handout, but an opportunity to work hard, you know, to do the things they need to do to support their family. But all of these handouts and what's going on in California, once again, I just think about my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren having to pay all these taxes back.
Harriet Holman and Jim Neal, just two of the 1 million Americans who switched from blue to red. Thank you both so much for joining us this morning.
All right. 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 You heard it first. Bruh, I seen this coming in 2017. You know? And I myself at the time was in Colorado. A purple state turned blue. People now call that place Calirado because whatever the fuck California does, Colorado turns around and does it too, you know? And I came here to, South Dakota, and now I'm I'm learning out here, learning how they move out here and why conservatives think the way they did. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Oh, shit. 300 plus Virginia state employees resign in wake of Governor Youngkin's telework policy? Holy crap. And then Elon. Oh, but Elon. And I'll be talking about that here in just a moment. We got some but Elon news. Somebody said I was sounding like Urkel when I did that, but no, I was going for Slimer from the Real Ghostbusters. But anyway, back to this story where we're all changing from the Democratic Party to the Republican Party, or leaning more independent or libertarian, as I say, from the Democratic Party. Now, it's became the party of the champagne socialist. Like, Soft Sands had laid out, Young Ripper 59. What up, Young Ripper? Big up. He calls them champagne socialists. Many do. I call them limousine liberals. Just saying. I mean, they get all this money, rules for thee, not for me. And you seen how they moved during that scamdemic. You seen how they moved. You see how they act, And they were out of touch long before that, in my opinion. I mean, go wrong, like D-Man says. The Democratic Party was never right, and they weren't. Look, this was the party of the slave holder, okay? And just because something that an old Texas Democrat put into place made it to where us black folks moved in lockstep with that party. Now you're starting to see more and more of us black folk move out of that, because that party valued the equality of outcome, not the equality of opportunity originally fought for during the civil rights era. And another thing, it's turned way beyond toxic. You know what I'm saying? This is the party of globalism now. Pro WEF now. Sticking it to Putin, brah, party. And ain't nobody having that. You coming up with a great reset? Okay, we got a reset of our own. Civil War II, if you want to try us. Because that's what the fuck is going on. And woo, I am so glad I left that motherfucker. Woo! Back to this story, though. The Democratic Party went wrong when they stopped listening to the people, when they continued to give out instead of giving a hand up. It's going to cost taxpayers so much money in the future that our children are going to be paying for all this free money that's being given out right now. No such thing as a free lunch. And speaking of free lunch, I got some random hoes mad news that this just fucking in. You know what I'm saying? Some random hoes mad news. So let's do this. From the Daily Dot, it says, just take your L and leave it alone. Customer films herself returning disgusting Costco cake, sparking debate. And here it is. It's one of them layer cakes. Ugh, that's fucking, it looks gross. Hey, and this one's for you too, Mr. Former, if you're watching. Returning food to the grocery store because it doesn't taste the way a customer expected may sound odd, but with a store like Costco, everything is possible. In the video posted by at Generational Change on TikTok, she returns a rainbow cake that she says tastes like masa, a corn flour used to make items like tamales. The TikToker says, I'm on my way to return this disgusting cake that I got at Costco, the TikToker says. To be honest, I'm a bit embarrassed because I don't ever return grocery products. This is my first time, but shoot, for $17.79, you best believe I'm dragging my ass over to Costco and asking for a refund. Fucking Karen. Bulk retailer Costco has a 100% satisfaction guarantee, with a few exceptions for items like electronics, diamonds, cigarettes, and alcohol. Under this guarantee, why was it diamonds? Why is diamonds on here? Why is electronics in y'all's exceptions? I don't know. Most items can be returned within 90 days for a full refund with a receipt. In the video, when at Generational Change returns the cake, a cashier asks what is wrong with the cake, to which she says, it was not good at all. So they gave us the money back, she says. I was a bit surprised that she asked me what was wrong with it, but I told her it wasn't good at all. I got my money back, but I was a bit embarrassed. I've never done this before. Some commenters felt that returning the cake due to its taste was a step too far, urging the shopper to take your L. Yet you got to understand, you're dealing with perpetual children. All right? Yeah, I see y'all over there on Odyssey. Thank y'all for staying around, because I do see y'all over there checking us out. So stay y'all asses over there on Odyssey for real. I'm gonna put up in the chat here into the comments where I'm gonna do the next segment. Okay, so that's gonna go up right now. Back to this shit, the perpetual children thing. I'm preaching to the choir. You are all going your own way, or, you've been red pilled to it. You ain't stupid. And for those that are, read more. Read more. Oh, man. And, oh, man, I got to put this up here. Yeah, some of that news from, but Elon Musk moves to end $44 billion deal to buy Twitter. Maybe we should grease these goons. I am not going to read this article in that voice because it's hard to do. Oh, man. Less than 4 months ago, Elon Musk, the world's richest man, struck a blockbuster $44 billion deal to buy Twitter. He proclaimed that the company had tremendous potential. In the months since, Mr. Musk has changed his tune. He sniped at Twitter's top executives. He unleashed tweets taunting the company's board. He complained that the social media service had too many spam accounts and that he could not get his insight into the issue. Well, really, though, he's right. That's why I don't fuck with it. YouTube has that problem too. You know what I'm saying? You know how to get rid of a man videos and shit. You know how to do that goofy shit, but you don't know how to get rid of these bots that be appearing in the chat all the time. What the fuck? What's really going on? So we'll keep it going on. He tweeted a poop emoji to express his displeasure. And on Friday, which I think was last Friday, Musk tried to back out of the acquisition altogether. Hold on. Damn, I'm glad you didn't hear that one. In a regulatory filing prepared by his lawyers, Mr. Musk said he wanted to terminate the Twitter deal because of a continuing disagreement over the number of spam accounts on the platform. He claimed that Twitter had not provided information necessary to calculate the number of those accounts, which the company has said is lower than 5%, and that the company had appeared to make inaccurate statements. Twitter is in material breach of multiple provisions of the deal agreement, Mr. Musk's lawyer said in the filing, and the company appears to have made false misleading representations. Mr. Musk, 51, said Twitter didn't immediately return requests for comment. The company has repeatedly said it intends to close this transaction and enforce the merger agreement at the agreed price and terms. Mr. Musk's move sets him up for a protracted legal battle with Twitter. The billionaire signed a legally binding document in April to buy the company for $54.20 a share and had waived due diligence to get the deal done quickly. The terms also included a $1 billion breakup fee if the agreement fell apart and a clause that gives Twitter the right to sue Mr. Musk and force him to complete or pay for the deal so long as the debt financing he has corralled remains intact. Twitter shares fell 8% in after-hours trading. Man, look, Musk did this shit to pump and dump. He did the shit to the crypto market. Now he's going to the IPOs, to the FANG companies. Well, Twitter is not among the FANG companies, but you might as well say they are big tech after all. But Elon does not want Twitter no more because he's got buyer's remorse. Maybe he should grease those goons. Fucking Elon. Dude, he's a troll. He's a troll. He's a rich fucking troll. This is what happens if you give trolls money. They should have never gave you niggas money. All right. Back to the comments. Sultan say, and in terms of prepping, regardless of what position you're in, always consider maneuverability rather than stability. That is correct, my friend. Bug out locations because you're pretty much in a battle situation. All right. Lots of wars of attrition, battles of attrition are usually stem from very important supplies running out. You know, I mean, don't count out the fact that just because some of us men are in these hinterlands, you know, doesn't mean that we're immune to attack from these cities. So, be steadfast and immovable in your morals, values, principles, ethics as well. And keep your head on a swivel because shit, times are ahead. Times are ahead. And as my videos say, I'm gonna be going to the range perfecting my aims. But due to the high cost of ammunition, no warning shot will be fired fucking with me. But I will guarantee you this. I will defend my Second Amendment right to bear arms. Bear arms. All right. Let's see what's up here. Reading all our comments that have came in. All right. All right. There's the link to the Odyssey website because I'm gonna get into some. That's what the fuck you get, bitch. So get into that. That's in the chat. Go ahead, scroll up and get with that, and they'll put you over into a free speech platform called Odyssey, the new tech. We're gonna do our thing over there. Almighty, I mean, a manly reloaded say, yeah, we don't have any here. I buy a blueberry, but foraging the rest. Don't know what you mean there. Bayman, what up, Bayman? How you doing, brother? And he says, I don't trust Elon. Not in that voice, but every time Elon is discussed, I gotta put the Slimer voice on, Urkel voice on, or whatever you call that shit. You know. Manly says Elon is in the club. You damn right he's in the motherfucking club. I wonder if he's for the World Economic Forum or against it. My thoughts is that he's for it. D-Man say, the bots work for Simon. Susie. I am convinced. Manly say, he will Zelagois to businessman. I don't know what he means there, but who will use it against us? And Twitter is his attempt to copy Tencent with TikTok. Okay. Outlaw says, I sure as hell don't trust Elon. I don't trust you, Elon. Polska Bob in effect, what it is. Mr. Pliskin is in effect. Hey, Mr. Pliskin, shouted you out earlier. Thank you for the contribution. Love it. Thank you, brother. All right. Nobody trusts it, so everybody is unanimous. Nobody trusts the Elon. Polska Bob say, Psyche, I was fucking with KDR last night. Told him if he does stop dropping truth bombs, they're gonna lock him up. Oh, if he doesn't stop dropping truth bombs, they're gonna lock him up in the Federal Reserve. Ooh. Yeah, you get locked up in the Federal Reserve, you in trouble. Outlaws say, simple. Elon knows too much. He's got connections, has knowledge that puts his life in danger if he exposes people. Had to sell out his foundations, if any. You're right. You know? I mean, he strikes me as a troll with money. I don't know why you even funded Amber Turd, bruh. Just because, you put your face in her puss. I mean, what's up with that, Elon? Anywho, Fast Dak brought up a link, you know what I'm saying? And that's for his channel later on. Thank you, Mr. Pliskin, for that donation. And that link will be in the chat from time to time. I'm just, I do the show, and comment, contributions, cool, love it, but it's optional. I'm not gonna hold your hand. I'm not gonna hold you to it. I ain't gonna. Hey, everybody, every like 10 seconds, get you to donate to the show. Not saying anything's wrong with that. But grifting isn't really my thing. You know what I mean? It's not how I get down. But I will grift a few things, and that's next show to the next show and to the next show. Let me see here. Polska Bob. Okay, goes on his smoke break. Be safe, be well, a manly say. Elon says, it looks so fake, it must be real. Thank you for reminding me, Manly, because I got a couple of fucked up stories. This has been a shitty week for me, man. I had earlier in the week, I get my grind on, goes to work and everything, and I get back home and really fast, you know what I'm saying, without even noticing. I'll leave my keys outside the door. And I goes to sleep and I do my thing, go to sleep. I wake up and it was time for me to go to work. And so I was about to, go outside real quick, get the car ready, get the car started and all of that shit. And the fucked up thing about that, my man, was that the fucking being that the keys were already in the lock, it was hard for me to open the door. And so my dumb ass locked my own self in my own pad. Oh shit. Yeah, man. Psychesoap, yeah, just I did something stupid. So I can't get out of the fucking house and everything. And so I called chat. Fucking A, man. I called chat and everything. And so chat answers the motherfucking phone. And he's like, what? And I'm all, oh, fuck. Because, for some reason, me and my car keys do not fucking stay together, don't get along at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think my car keys goes mgtow for me, or kigtow, or keys going their own way. Just like, what the fuck? No, thing is, uh, you know, check it. So I got locked in my old pad and everything. And so I look out of the peephole and then I do see, a neighbor parking into the parking lot. So I knocks on my own door from the inside. They look at my door and see the keys, and then, they take the key out and I can get on out of there. And the rest is history. And the chat just comes in and shit and gives me shit about it, and I'm all embarrassed, and I'm all embarrassed as fuck. Yeah, so there's that shit. A little later on, and this culminated over a week's time, I had gotten a text message about, a lucrative gig, paying double the minimum, good IT gig, the way that the guy was describing it. And so he offered me an interview, either on Skype or Telegram. Shouldn't have did that one. And so I answered this text. Should have never did this shit. And then, I goes on in the interview, and it was kind of different from all other interviews. It was done strictly in text, which you guys should be wary of, by the way. And my dumb ass just goes for it. And then as I'm going for it, I sign up the W-4, I sign up the fucking I-9, I sign up the offer letter and shit like that, and to get the job. So I got this job in scare quotes. Now that that's been sent, they offered to send me a check to buy supplies for the company. Oh gosh. Oh man. And that I could only take 100 of it as bonus, as a sign-in bonus. That should have been a red flag right there. And so I get the check the very next fucking day. It slipped under my door. I goes to deposit on my phone, and then the motherfucker bounced. It bounced like Tigger, man. And so I called my bank to see what was going on. And then the bank calls me back and says, well, so I'm using name Psychesoap, not my real name. Well, so it looks like here you've been conned. This is a fake check. I'm like, what the fuck? Did the guy offer you a job and and some funding to get supplies? And I'm like, yeah. Now she tells me then it's a fake check, and sure as shit it was. It bounced the next day. Now, thank goodness I'm only going to be out $5 because the return check fee is a $5 fee and shit like that. And that goes to show you, man, learn from my mistake. A cautionary tale. If a motherfucker's trying to offer you a job through your goddamn text messages, block them right the fuck away. That shit should only come through from your LinkedIn site and anything like that. So, yeah, there's that. Third fucked up thing that happened over the week. And this was when I was working on my freight. So I get to a pallet of freight, and I'm taking cases off of the pallet. And as I get to the bottom of it, I start to smell a sneezy, nasty old smell, right? And then as I get further and further to the bottom of the pallet, it starts smelling like shit. Like gag your ass shit, man. What the fuck, Mr. Pliskin? Talking about, did I see the guy carrying a pony keg of explosives? Hell no, but I know it's one of them things that make you go, ugh. No, Manly, it was not old banana skin. It was shit. There was a shit stain on one of the pallets. It might have been puke though, but it was a shit stain on one of the items in the pallet, and I had to call that shit to the side. I mean, because smelling it, dude, gave me this strong fucking gag. Bruh, it's like you were in front of a fucking horse fart, goddammit. In front of that pony's keg of explosives. Shit, man. It's fucking gross. So that was the third crappiest fucking thing I've done. And what I'm gonna do, fellas, is I'm gonna get us over here into our Odysseys. Don't go away. The Odyssey link is already in this motherfucker. I'll put it back up here for y'all because we going to free speech land where Psychesoap does what the fuck he want. I do what I want. I do what I want. You see the motherfucking sign. But before I go, it is with a heavy heart. And some of y'all already heard the news, my man, that thank you for that, D-Man, by the way, for putting up the Odyssey link, because yeah, we finna get down over there. I'll put up the direct link also for those to go to, for them to, go into, and then we'll start that second half, which is that's what the fuck you get, bitch. But it's with a heavy heart that former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has been assassinated. Man, there hadn't been a leader assassination in shit, what, 30 years? Well, here we go. I'll play the news on it.
Good morning and welcome to Rising. We got a perfectly adequate show this morning. Emily, what do we got?
Perfectly adequate and absolutely packed. We have a big lineup today. Columnist for The Federalist, Eddie Scarry, is going to be joining us to discuss, quote, why liberals are more likely to be maladjusted wet blankets. Ryan, I'll be really excited to get your take on that topic. Then senior foreign policy writer at Vox, Jonathan Geyer, will be here to dig into Ukraine's foreign lobbying blitz. It's a fascinating story. Tom Rogan's also going to join us to help break down new information surrounding the killing of Palestinian-American journalist Shireen Abu Akleh. That's a story we've been on quite a bit. And right now, we're coming to you with breaking news from all over the world. The jobs numbers that were highly anticipated have just been announced as of 8:30 this morning. The Labor Department said that employers added 372,000 new jobs in June, a fairly steady unemployment rate at 3.6%. I would say the economy is still not great, obviously, but these numbers are better than some folks expected them to be. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has also announced this week, you probably haven't missed the story because it's been everywhere. There was a huge wave of resignations in the UK this week. And on the heels of that, Boris Johnson himself has resigned. He's announced that he'll stay in the office of Prime Minister until he finds a successor. And then just overnight, we learned that former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was shot and killed while giving a campaign speech in the city of Nara. He was 67 years old. Abe was immediately brought to a hospital, but doctors struggled to save him. He was pronounced dead 5.5 hours after gunshots first rang out. A suspect was apprehended at the scene of the shooting. Japanese media reports that the unidentified 41-year-old man opened fire on Abe using a homemade rifle. This is the first assassination of a sitting or former Japanese premier since 1936. Abe served 2 terms as Japan's prime minister, most recently stepping down in 2020 due to poor health. Ryan, I'm eager to get your take on all of this, and particularly the breaking news out of Japan. The video.
Yeah, that is and I lift my glass up to Shinzo Abe. May he rest in everlasting and living peace. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Shot with a potato gun, says Mr. Pliskin. Oh, really? The Chinese hated him. Yes, that's no secret. For those that were, that keep abreast of happenings in Asia and abroad, things like that. That's what I'm getting. The Chinese never liked this guy. And in some ways, Abe was their Donald Trump. And I don't know. This happens. Manley says, my research says kitening, but I'm 100% sure it's distraction. Maybe so. And that's the lightning. The research says that it's lightning, but you're sure that it's distraction, and you're correct. Polska Bob say, did Pop send you a Pringles can soap? A pallet-sized Pringles can? Yeah, Polska Bob. What, he listened to you? What, did you tell him to send this shit? I didn't deserve that shit. God damn it, I didn't deserve that shit. Why'd you do this shit? What is wrong with you? Anyway, so I'm gonna get on over here, my man. But yeah, man, that's it. That's my articles there. For you, the YouTube audience. We're going to be heading on out, but before I do, I'm gonna show you a few little commercials before we go on over to the Odyssey side. And then on Odyssey, make sure that you've gone over there, click the link that takes you on over there, and we'll get into some of those motherfucking that's what the fuck you get, bitch. Coming up later. All right, let me put on the what is that called? Outro? I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Let's do that shit. Oh, and one more thing. You better like my shit, motherfuckers. All right. We're out. We'll get us on out of here. Shit. All right. Is that it?